Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to answer a question that I get asked a lot, and that's how do I get the binding on my binders of courses that I've taken to all be pink? And I'm going to show you the whole process of how I do it to make everything match and be uniform. So let's jump in. Okay, and so right here is my binders where I have them all perfectly organized. These are all courses I've taken over the years, and this just makes it so much easier to find all of my trainings. I always organize them and put a little pink strip on the end. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do this in this next portion of the video. And so the first thing I do is I start with a 3-ring binder, and this is just your traditional 3-ring binder that you can pick up from any store. And basically all I do is whenever I have a course, I print out the course workbook, and I also print an extra copy of the cover page of the workbook, and then I just simply slide it into the front pocket. And the notebooks that I get, they all have this like pocket on the front and also on the back. So this one's going to go in here, and normally I print out the back cover of the workbook. However, I did not in this one, so just know I would have the back printed just like this one and slide it into here. And then the next thing I would do would be 3-hole punch the workbook if it wasn't already 3-hole punch. So I've already got it hole punched for us. So now all we need to do is just open the workbook, put our workbook pages inside of the binder here, and lock it and close it. And so now that we've got our cover slid in the front, now we just need to put the pink binding down the spine of the notebook. And I use pink cardstock, and you can get assorted cardstock from Walmart or anywhere like that. And I cut this to the width to where it's going to be a little less shorter than what is here, but I want it to be as close as possible so that when you're looking at it from the edge, it pretty much will fill this whole clear area up. However, that can be a little tricky just because these smaller notebooks can be a little bit more tedious, and I do that with a paper cutter. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure, and I see, okay, it's less than ½ of an inch, but I'm going to actually need to go a little less than ½ an inch so that it will slide down the spine of the notebook. So that's what I'm going to do now. So now what I'm going to do is just go ahead, put this, line it up, get it butted up to the edge right here so this is even, and then I'm going to just slide this right about here and see where my cut, and then now you just take your cutter and you slice it. And so, ta-da, you now have your piece of cardstock that's going to be the edge of your binding of your notebook. And so now the goal is to take this little piece of cardstock and slide it down into your notebook. And so with this one, you just slide it in just like this, just like so. And I can't get it as wide because the little sides right about here where it's kind of folded over this edge, it makes it really difficult to get it all the way, even. So we just have to do with the best we can and cut it way shorter than what it really measures. Okay, and then ta-da, there is our pink binding. And then now all I'm going to do is take my label maker, and then we're just going to create the title, January Jumpstart 2023. And so I'll type that in now, and then a space, my numbers, and then we're just going to hit print, and then it's going to come out the side here. And then I just cut it, and then ta-da, we have our title. And so all I'm going to do is now take the backing off, and then I'm going to just turn it sideways and try to keep it as straight as possible, which can sometimes be a little bit of a nightmare, and then also much to the center as I can of the binder. And then ta-da, there is my January Jumpstart 2023 binder, and I have everything on the inside that I need. Okay, and so here is our binder, and so now all I need to do is just slide it in and we're good to go. It fits perfectly, and that's it. And that's exactly how I create the pink binding for my notebooks. And the whole reason why I do this is because, one, it just looks really pretty in my background, but also it does make it super easy for me to find exactly what I'm looking for, and it's on brand and matches my brand colors.